This is the Cholo News Report for Sunday 07 January 2018. Gunmen kill 13 people near the town of Ziguinchor, Senegal. Biologists index endangered species in Dr. Con. An IED bombing kills 4 Indian Reserve policemen. Patrolling a deserted market in the upper northwestern city of Sopore, India. Jaish-e-Mohammed militants, fighting against Indian rule in Kashmir, claim responsibility for the attack. A woman consoles a relative of a Kashmiri policeman during his funeral procession in Rahoma village, 72 kilometers north of Srinagar, Indian-controlled Kashmir, Saturday, January 6, 2018. Streets were deserted and shops and businesses closed for a strike, when the massive blast struck the northwestern town of Sopore, hitting the police patrol. The widow of Constable Ghulam Nabi cries during his funeral procession at Rahoma in Rafi Abadi on Sunday. The 4 personnel belonging to Indian Reserve Police 3rd Battalion were on duty in the township in North Kashmir, 50 kilometers from here, when the IED planted by militants in the market, which was shut due to a separatist-sponsored strike, went off, police said. Additional Director General of Police Muni Khan said the use of IEDs by militants had ended since 2015 and the security forces will have to chalk out a new strategy in the wake of the blast. German diplomat Sigmar Gabriel and Turkish diplomat Mevlut Cavusoglu agree to improve relations between their countries. Goslar German Foreign Minister Sigmar Gabriel and his Turkish counterpart Mevlut Cavusoglu on Saturday vowed to try to mend ties blighted by a slew of disputes. Relations between the NATO partners have been badly strained in recent years, especially since the failed coup in Turkey, and a subsequent crackdown that saw tens of thousands of people arrested, including several German or dual citizens. We have both given ourselves a task to do everything to overcome the difficulties in German-Turkish relations, said Gabriel, who hosted Cavusoglu at his home in Goslar. U.S. Senator Jeff Flake tells Cuban officials there is no evidence of a suspected sonic attack on U.S. diplomats at the U.S. Embassy in Havana. The U.S. federal government says roughly 24 U.S. officials and spouses fell ill in Havana in their homes and some hotels, starting in 2016. But one of the medically confirmed Americans injured has said the U.S. response was handled poorly, and their complaints were ignored by senior embassy leadership and key State Department officials in Washington for months. Saudi authorities arrest 11 princes in Riyadh for staging a protest against Saudi Arabia's austerity measures. The announcement by SPA news agency, late on Saturday came hours after SAC, a Saudi website, said that the 11 princes were detained after gathering at Al Haytham Palace to demonstrate against a government decision to make the country's royalty pay their utility bills. The 11 individuals officially were arrested because they were complaining about the fact that they had asked for subsidies for water and electricity, and for some reason they were denied, said analyst Joseph Kakichan. Saudi Arabia recently introduced a raft of economic reforms, including a value-added tax and a halt to state payments of water and electricity bills for royal family members. Thousands of government supporters demonstrate across Iran for the 4th consecutive day. Iranian officials say a plot by the Central Intelligence Agency, Israel and Saudi Arabia, is responsible for the unrest amid escalating tensions with the neighboring countries since Donald Trump won the U.S. presidency. In an interview with VOA contributor Greta Van Susteren, Democratic Senator Ben Cardin of Maryland cautioned that the U.S. must walk a delicate line in response to allegations of provocation.